Hey Taryn, hey Kim, hey the doggos. My name's Ryan. I'm videoing you from Bromborough, home of Chris Boardman. We're just over the other side of the River Mersey from Liverpool, about 5 miles away. It is boiling here. It is cracking the flags, and I'm sure you can appreciate it's not a strong look for me with my translucent skin. I've been wanting to get in touch with you for a while. I was going to do it by email, but email seems a bit impersonal sometimes. I did see there was an option of sending love letters, which I'm very open to. Um, but my handwriting is awful. I think I've regressed to 9-year-old handwriting when I wrote my great aunt a thank you note for sending me book tokens for £2.50. So yeah, that was like 30 years ago now. But I think my handwriting has regressed to those levels. She was a fierce woman, a mean woman. So I thought I'd send a video. But yeah, where do I start? Let's start with you guys, you Taran and you Kim, because it's teamwork, isn't it? Teamwork makes the dream work. I just wanted to say a massive thank you for your incredible service. Your like incredible videos, your YouTube channel, your your brilliant podcasts, the way you teach and instruct in such a understanding, kind of compassionate, patient way, and on such a human level. I mean, ever since I found your videos on YouTube, I guess by accident, really. I've never looked back. I think it's really easy. I mean, I don't do triathlon. I'm purely a runner. So usually I watch most of the running things, the running instruction, the running videos, etc. And I'm like blown away and in complete awe of you as a triathlete and your triathlete times and the commitment that you need and how tough and strange it must be like navigating that whole triathlon community. I mean, I know that runners can be very harsh to each other, and that's just one discipline. You trying to teach people three disciplines, people who are like me, who are possibly no never any great level, but doing something that does mean a lot to them. I mean, there's a lot in their lives and a lot in their lives going forward. It gives them a lot of focus. So yeah, I'm waffling now. Right, waffling over. Um, yeah, you. Thanks so much for all that you do. It must the commitment and like the sacrifices and the hard work and the doubts and you know I don't know how you do it. I mean, life is tough, isn't it? Life is hard enough just living. Doing your day to day things. And you and your wife, me and my wife, just getting through life and dealing with those hurdles, let alone you putting in the hours and the cash and everything to just deliver things. I hate to say content because that's just so sterile, isn't it? Just delivering a story that to the vast majority of people you're helping them and you're making a positive difference to their lives in whatever way, and that is fantastic. And I don't even know the half of it, but I want to kind of honor your hard work and your commitment and everything that goes with that, and that's both of you, of course, with what you do. And the podcasts are brilliant. The podcast with James Nestor. I mean, I've listened to a lot of podcasts this past year. I need some kind of soprano style Christopher intervention because I'm listening to so many. But the one with James Nestor and breathing it was just brilliant, and I keep going back to it, and everyone was enjoying it. It was just it was brilliant. It was really really inspiring, and I've shared it with so many people. And that's what it can do, and that's what you've done. I mean, as for me, I've had a tough few years, and that's before lockdown and before COVID. I don't know if COVID has made things easier or harder for me. It's strange, isn't it? We're all living in this weird reality. Anyway, I've been really unwell and on a lot of strong medication, including horrible things like lithium, for a long time, which it makes your body not your own, and other drugs as well. Your body is someone else's. So I've started coming off those. I'm really close to being on no medication now, um, and certainly your videos have really come at a right time to stop me getting disheartened with things I was finding myself in terms of how tired I was getting, little niggling injuries. And yeah, the whole zone 2 training, it's amazing. I mean, I struggle. I mean, my resting heart rate is just over 50, but I get into a slow a slow trot and my heart rate's in 150, 160, up to 165. So I'm really struggling to stay committed to that, to running slow, to keeping my heart rate low. For me, a low heart rate is 160. But I think that's a lot of combination of things, and a lot of them is coming off medication, and I think my body is in revolt and my mind is in revolt. So it will take a long time, I think, for my body to become mine again. But I just want to say that your videos and the way you come across is brilliant, and it's helped me so much. In saying that, it's difficult because I would hate for you to feel a sense of really heavy responsibility towards your training hacks, which I consider myself one, even though I only do one of the disciplines. But I would hate you to feel a really heavy burden or sense of responsibility that people rely on you too much and that you have to constantly deliver, deliver, deliver. I think what you have done and continue to do is amazing, and I just hope you're able to kind of take a step back and both give yourselves a break and recognize what you've achieved and how much you've helped people, but not feel a responsibility to other people's health and physical health, mental health, and welfare, because you have done enough. Um, so if you decide you need to you dial it back and have some time to yourself, and because you have shared everything, every piece of you, well, I'm sure not every piece of you, but a lot of stuff and a lot of the dark stuff, and that helps people, but that can take away from you, and it's difficult to get that energy back. So yeah, I just want to say, and I'm sure it's because for all of your fans, we love what you do. We look forward to your new videos, your new podcasts. Both of you, they're incredible. But we are concerned for your welfare, and we want you to be well because you're both amazing people. So I'm gonna commit to Zone 2 training. I've been dipping in and out with the Matt Fitzgerald 80-20 plan for ages. I do it for 2 weeks. I get fed up, and then I run too hard. My heart rate's in the 170s, 180s. And I can feel I'm overtrained. You get the sore throat, and you're tired, and you're irritable, and you've got niggly little injuries. And then you find yourself square one, probably as unfitter and as unmotivated as when you started. So I'm really going to stick to this Zone 2 training, even though at the minute it is like a fast walk. But I think I need to have some compassion with myself, and not to be judgmental. There's something that I read the other day, and I'm just going to find it. And this is kind of, I think it was in the book Endurance, which is just incredible. Another one I found at the right time. But you and Kim and your hard work and everything you put out there, that what it says in the book, it says, and I've actually put it on my phone to remind me. It says you need to cultivate non-judgmental self-awareness, learning to monitor how your body actually feels, while suspending judgment about it. And if I can do that, it's like a daily battle, but if I can do that, I will be so, so happy. And your channel and everything you do helps to that amazingly. I mean, I have been seduced by so many other running forms, running instruction videos, ways of thinking. But, ultimately, that seduction has never gone anywhere good. But yours is brilliant. It makes sense. And with that message, that kind of mantra, I'm really hopeful for the future and where I can get. And I'm never going to run to any great levels. I'm never going to be a great athlete. I think I'm quite fit. I love running. There's a lot about running which I find difficult, which is a lot to do with kind of really extreme anxiety or terror as I feel it. So sometimes I will go for a run and I'm so panicky before leaving the door, my heart rate is right up there already. And there's no way I'm bringing it down, and you panic and run faster to make people like, you're swanning it. And that's how I feel a lot. I try and make it look like I'm running really easy, which sometimes for me, I stop breathing like intentionally to give this impression that I'm running zen-like. But I don't need to do that now. I don't need to do that now. And your content, I keep saying content, not content. I don't know what else to call it. Your magic, your collaborative magic really makes sense to me. And it's accessible, and that's coming from you, who, in terms of an athlete, you're a great athlete, man. Your times, what you've achieved, bloody hell, it blows my mind. Ironman absolutely blows my mind. So when I say it makes it accessible, that's like not to your detriment. I think because you are such a big Lebowski urban achiever in terms of your times and everything, to be able to give instruction and motivate people and inspire people in the way that you do is even more incredible. Like your humility and your humanness and everything good, it just shines through, like radiates through the screen, and the way you deliver everything is brilliant. So yeah, you're 3,500 miles away, maybe more. I don't know. I don't even know what time it is with you now, and you are helping to change this guy who lives near Liverpool, change his life for the better, and I'm loving it. And that's all I can say. So yeah, please keep it coming. It's brilliant, but take some time for yourselves, because you're concerned about our welfare, and we're concerned about you being happy and healthy, the both of yous, with those 2 dogs of yours. I also just wanted to say, I did watch your video about that malicious detractor, and I don't want to name his name or refer to him anymore because that's unnecessary. I just think, there's something severely lacking in people like that, where they're not having their needs met and then they lash out. They take that envy and that jealousy and they turn it into something hard and cruel and try and push it on you. So I really hope it must be so hard. Like I was saying, because if the running community is bad, in terms of like gaslighting and abuse, the triathlon community must be. I don't know if you know this guy, or if you've ever heard of him, if you've seen his videos. I really recommend him. And when you put your video on what you were talking about this guy, it really made me think of him. He's a guy called Marshall Rosenberg. He does something called non-violent communication. He's this very stern, taciturn kind of man, but throughout his life he's delivered, classes in this way of thinking called non-violent communication. And one of his main kind of cruxes is jackal language and giraffe ears. People come at you with jackal language, aggressive, and it's you having those giraffe ears, identifying, filtering out all the bullshit, filtering out all the venom and everything horrible that's coming your way, and listening to that and going, yeah, they're not having their needs met. They're in a bad place. But I mean, that's not to say this guy's a victim. He has, maliciously tried to destroy your spirit over a considerable period of time. But I don't think you can do that, and I don't think people will believe it. I think in life 90% of people are great, aren't they? And that, there's 90% of your fans and your followers. Let's hope that kind of can hopefully draw a line under it, because you're both incredible. Anyway, enough of that. So I'm sitting here. It's sunny. My wife Rebecca has gone back to visit her family down at the other end of the country, south, quite close to Brighton. And I guess we need to. I think like anyone, like a week's break. It's quite nice. I think we both needed it. So I'm sitting here, feeling relaxed. I did a run this morning on the treadmill, just because I'm so lucky to have a good commercial style kind of treadmill. And it's so easy just to get up in the morning, isn't it? And whack on your heart rate monitor and get on it and start running. So I've done that. I've done some bits and pieces. Even though when I woke up this morning, I felt terrible coming off medication and not sleeping, and my body, revolting against it. But I'm sitting here happy and hopeful, and there's a part in that puzzle, and it's triathlon Taran and finding you, and it making sense, and it clicking, and me knowing and looking forward to this is going to be a long process. This may take me 6 months to a year to even begin sorting my heart rate out to get it to a level where I can improve, I can get to where I want to be. And that's exciting. And what is exciting is being able to look towards the future and know there's something there which is fulfilling. That is coming from a very dark place, and having that, what an amazing kind of gift wrapped present you've delivered to me, someone who you don't know, you will never meet. It's brilliant. So I just wanted to say to both of you, thank you so much for all that you do. I know you don't do it for purely altruistic reasons. We don't. We do good things and helpful things because it makes us feel good. And also, you do it because, hey, we've all got to make a living. And that's not lost. But I think you deserve everything you get off the back of that hard work. Because I can't believe how competitive a market that is, and how difficult it must be, and how many detractors you must have, and how you must stay focused and compassionate with yourself and support each other. It's great. So hopefully sometime you'll do a triathlon in the UK, and I'll come and I'll be somewhere there cheering you on with all the other trainiacs from the UK. And won't that be an absolutely amazing day when you can do that? So I don't know where it's better. Kona, Liverpool. The River Mersey's quite clean now. It's a beautiful place. I think you'd both love it. Be right up your street. But hopefully that's in the future. So I just want to say, yeah, thank you. Look forward to all the rest of the stuff. And sorry for waffling so much, but I kind of really wanted to do this. So that's it. Signing out from sunny Bromborough. I might go out on my Chris Boardman bike later, because I think it's written law now that anyone who lives in Bromborough has to ride a Chris Boardman bike. If not, you're immediately arrested and thrown in jail, which is fair enough. But yeah, over and out. Take care. Hope you're both well. And all the best for an amazing future for both of you. All right. Check you later. Bye.